Hello boys and girls, we are going to continue our portrait project, so we are going to do the background now. And if you notice, the background of the portrait is print made, so we need to make a print so that we can create that design. So what you're going to do is you're going to break up this background into different spaces. You can do it as many as you want, and then you are going to just do different designs in here. You're doing it in pencil first, so this might be a little hard for you to see, but we're figuring out your designs in pencil, and then you're going to go over it with pen to make sure that your grooves are deep enough so that they show up when we are printmaking. Try not to push too hard with the pencil because you don't want it digging through your designs, and just use different lines and shapes to fill in all of these spaces. It can be simple, it can be complicated, but I can guarantee you that this is going to turn out awesome when we are done. Okay, once you are done with the pencil, you're going to take a pen. Make sure you're using two different color pens. So you're actually going to grab two pens, and you're going to go over these lines, pressing harder, so you're making those grooves deeper with the pen. So I'm going to go over this once with my red pen, and then I'm going to go over it a second time with my black pen. If you miss your lines a little, that's okay. Just try your best to follow those lines. As you saw, I just messed up mine a little, but that is okay. But you want these grooves to be nice and deep so that when we start printmaking it, this design that we have on here will appear on the paper that we're going to put it on. Okay, once you've gone over it with one pen, you're going to switch and go over it with the other. Anybody have any ideas why I'm having you guys do this twice, and why with a different color? The reason you are doing this twice is so that your grooves are deep enough for when we print make. And the reason you're doing a different color is so if I have to clean up because it's the end of class, or if I get distracted from talking to a friend, or have to go to the bathroom, when I come back to see where I last stopped, I can clearly see where I went over with black pen versus where I went over with red pen. So this is just a little tool or trick to help you when it's time for you to start doing this. Make sure you're not just tracing over these, make sure you're also pressing hard so that you're getting these designs to really start to pop up on here. You should be able to feel over this and feel where your designs are without even looking at it. Okay, so now that you have this outlined, you are going to color this in with markers. You can use whatever colors you want. I just suggest that when you are coloring it in, you think about patterns. And it would probably be better to start at the top and work your way down to the bottom, just so you don't get your arm all covered in the marker. So you're going to go through and color this all in with washable markers, or get your own pack to use. When you have this all colored in, completely colored in, I mean I should not see any white spaces. You are ready for the next step. Please don't color it in all just one color. Think about the colors you are using. What you are going to do is you are going to spray it a couple times with a water bottle. Set the water bottle off to the side. Grab your styrofoam, flip it over, and press it down onto the paper. You do not want to move both hands at the same time because then it's going to blur it. So one hand should be still, and the other one you're going to take this and rub it. Count to 60 while you're doing this, or watch the clock for a minute. Once you count to 60, you're going to take this, flip it over, and pull it off. And your marker that you had on here, on your print, should transfer onto what you are making. Now, If it's not showing up the best, that either means one of two things. I didn't color very well, that there isn't color on the pieces that I used, or I didn't have enough water that it didn't transfer. You have the option of doing a second print on the back side, but you only get to do 2, so you're going to have to pick the best of those 2. So you have the front and back that you can do, which is why I wrote my name really small on the top side. And then you're going to put this in the drying rack. Once this is dried, we will continue working on our self-portraits.